Hello everyone, it's your girl the cooking angel here, and today we're back with another cooking tutorial. Yes, we're going to be making goat meat flavored fried rice, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel because there are loads of recipes waiting for you. And if you're not, thank you for always coming back to my channel. And guys, what do you like? Do you like goat meat or do you like chicken? Because for me, I feel like let's do a twist with our normal fried rice. So let's get into it, guys. So guys, the first thing we're going to be doing is boiling our meat. That is the goat meat. Yeah, so I have about 8 to 10 pieces of goat meat here, so you can have more depending on the size of family you have, right? So we're going to be boiling this, and I'm going to be seasoning it with onions first. I'm going to be using about one medium-sized onion for this, so don't mind the fact that I might not put everything in. It's just because I was supposed to create other things using that onions. I mean, you're going to use everything at the end of the day, so just keep watching, and please don't forget to like this video. So after putting onions, we're going to add garlic. Guys, garlic does a very is it does, I don't know, please teach me English. It really does magic whenever you're using it with goat meat. Like, it just enhances the flavor of your goat meat, so please don't always forget that. Then the next thing we're going to be adding to our goat meat is ginger and garlic powder. So like, the reason why I'm adding this is because I still want a bit of ginger in my goat meat. I don't want just garlic alone, so I just added 1 tablespoon of that. Then I'm going to be using Knorr seasoning cube. I already broke them down, that's the reason why you're seeing them in powdered form. So I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of this one, then just, you know, spread that in. Then I'm going to be using salt also, but I won't use a lot because I'm just going to use half a tablespoon, because the Knorr seasoning cube already has salt in its mixture, so why put so much salt in your meal? So I'm just using very little. Then I'm adding curry to it, but don't add too much because you do not want your curry to overtake the flavor of the goat meat. Then the next thing we'll be adding is pepper. I already have blended pepper here. You can use dry pepper if you want to, but for me, blended pepper is just really nice for goat meat. So yeah, don't forget, check the description box for the ingredient list. So the next thing we're going to be doing is obviously mixing all this together so that everything can get incorporated while it's boiling. So I want part to not have salt and that part to have salt, you know, all those things. So mix it together and then close your pot. We're going to be leaving this for about 15 minutes, and mind you, we're not going to pour any water now because the goat meat already has its water, so it's going to secrete the water while it's boiling. So just leave this for about 15 minutes, and guys, that's it for about 15 minutes already. As you can see, there's still a little bit of water inside, so at this point we're just going to be adding more water because we're going to use the stock to cook some other things later. So you know the vibe. Alright guys, so we're going to be boiling this for about 10 minutes before we come back and take it off the fire. So guys, now it has been boiled, and then all you just need to do is just, you know, turn it round, and you don't really need to do this, just take it off the fire. Please don't mind me. Like, remember, we used to turn food in this place, so please forgive me. The next thing we're going to be doing is now making our rice. So for that to happen, we'll have to use butter. So I'm using ala butter here, so just put 1 tablespoon of butter in your pan or pot or whatever you're going to be using. Let that melt, and then when it's melted, you're now going to come in with some onion. And then, like I said, I told you guys that we're still going to use the onion, so don't be afraid. Yeah, so mix all that together. We're still going to add garlic to this because what's your rice without garlic? So just mix that all around and make sure you don't leave it so that your garlic and your onion will not burn. So just mix it till the onion is starting to look like as if it's transparent. Then you come in with your rice. So this is washed rice. This is half the rica of washed rice. The rice has not been parboiled, it's just washed. I washed it for about more than 5 times. So now we're just going to be turning this and turning it till the water in it dries, till they look grainy. When I say grainy, I mean till they look like as if they are separated. So you're basically just going to turn that till they look that way. Then you can now add some other things and then cook it. So yeah. So guys, now you can see that the rice is already grainy. As I pick it up and spread it, you can see it falling one after the other. So like that makes your rice not stick together. It makes it separated. So with that, it's now time for us to add some other things to our rice, so we can cook it. So we're going to be adding the stock. Yeah, you can either add all the stock that was in the goat meat or add stock and some water. For me, I wanted to use the remaining stock for some other things, so but I just added little and then added water. But just know that your liquid is supposed to be about 125 ml or cl. Don't worry, I'll put it in the scrum box so you guys can see, but make sure it's enough to boil your rice, right? So when that's done, I'm going to be seasoning my rice with salt, with the nut cubes, with the curry, with ginger and garlic powder. All the ingredients are in the description box, so please don't forget to check it out. So I'm going to be doing all that because I do not want to season the vegetables when I'm frying them. So I'm just going to season the rice alone. Yeah. So I also added thyme. I forgot to mention that. So stir all that together and then just leave it to cook for some time. Then you come back and check. Then your water is dry. Then you move on with it, guys. So guys, as you can see, our rice has been cooked. The water has dried. If you see, look at the way I picked it up and then all the rice are separating. You see, your rice is not gum. Just use that method. It just saves you the stress of trying to eat gum rice. So guys, after this, you can see how yellow it is. Curry does a lot too. But now we're going to be frying our vegetables. I'm still using butter, but before frying the vegetables, I'm going to fry some of the goat meat because I still want the flavor of the goat meat to still enter into the vegetables. So yeah. So guys, I'm trying to fry this so that it doesn't, I just want the outside to be crispy. I do not want the inside, I don't want it to be too dry. If not, I would have baked it, but I didn't do that because I do not want the goat meat to be so dry. So now it's just time to take it out. Then we can now start frying our vegetables. So guys, we're going to include carrots, all those hard vegetables, green beans, and also green peas. So that's going to be the first set of vegetables you put in, and then you stir them till they become soft, but not too soft because we're still going to add some other things. We're still going to cook this for some time. So just stir all of them together and make sure if you're using a pan that is not non-stick, make sure you keep stirring so that your vegetables do not burn, right?
But why is it always close, ranging from a movie scene?
So guys, next thing we're adding is sausage. So we already have our chopped sausage here, so you're going to stir that till the sausage is cooked. So when the sausage is cooked, then you can now come in with your rice. Add all your rice.
I'm going isn't fun, but in case.
So guys, I added a pinch of salt just so that the vegetables can have flavor.
I really miss the shade of blue.
Now it's time to come in with our rice. Make sure you add in all the rice that you did. This is half the rica of rice, let's not forget. So just mix that all together and make sure all your vegetables are incorporated into the rice before you move on.
I pray that it won't be over soon. Oh my, I miss the sun. Just wait, it won't be.
So guys, the final step for this is to add your green pepper and spring onions. Those are very soft vegetables. That's why they didn't come in at the beginning, because if they came in at the beginning, they will probably be very soggy and too soft now. So it's best to do them at the ending. So with that, you're done with cooking your fried rice. So just stir that for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then the fried rice is cooked and you can have a very, very scrumptious meal. So guys, we are almost at the end of this video. Please, if you're here and you're new, thank you for always coming back to my channel. Can you see how delicious this rice is? It looks tantalizing. I missed when I was making this thing. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please don't forget to leave a comment for me, like this video, share with your friends, and do all that. And important, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys, I love you people. Merry Christmas.